Have loud restaurants started to feel overwhelming? Does background noise make conversations harder to follow? Or maybe your favorite music just doesn't sound the same anymore? You're not imagining things. As we age, our relationship with sound begins to shift in ways that are surprising, frustrating, and even a little scary. But here's the good news. Once you understand why it's happening, you can take simple steps to feel more in control, stay connected, and protect your peace. Today, we're exploring 7 surprising ways aging affects how you hear, and what you can do about each one, starting now. Because it's not just about your ears, it's about your brain, your emotions, and your daily comfort, too. Let's start with one of the most overlooked but powerful changes. Number 1. Your brain starts working harder to make sense of sound. You see, hearing isn't just about your ears picking up noise. It's your brain that decodes, organizes, and gives meaning to every word you hear. But after 60, the processing speed slows down. Background chatter, overlapping voices, even a loud fan. It all starts to blur together, and your brain has to work overtime to keep up. This mental strain is one reason why noisy places can feel so exhausting. And it's also why you might find yourself tuning out, even when you don't want to. But there's a simple strategy that can help. Strategic listening. Try facing the person you're speaking with. Turn off background noise when possible. TVs, fans, even open windows. And in public? Choose quieter corners of restaurants or cafes. You're not being difficult. You're being smart. Because giving your brain fewer distractions isn't weakness. It's hearing hygiene, and it protects both your energy and your connection with others. Now, let's move to number 2, something that affects more than just your hearing. Number 2. Loud noises actually feel louder than they used to. You know that jarring feeling when a blender, door slam, or dog bark suddenly feels too much? That's because, as we age, the tiny muscles and structures in our ears become less flexible. They don't buffer sound the way they used to. And your brain, already working harder to keep up, reacts faster to sharp changes in volume. The result? Sudden noises trigger a stronger stress response, racing heart, irritability, even anxiety. So if you've been feeling on edge in noisy environments, you're not overreacting. Your nervous system is simply overwhelmed. Want to know how to ease this discomfort and calm your senses? Start by creating quiet buffers in your day. Take sound breaks. 5 minutes of silence in another room. Wear loop earplugs or noise-reducing earbuds in echoey environments. They don't block sound. They soften it. And when you go to restaurants or family events, try to sit with your back to a wall. It reduces auditory chaos. You're not antisocial. You're just protecting your peace. Number 3. You hear the words, but they don't make sense. Has this happened to you lately? You're in a conversation. You hear the person speaking, but somehow the words feel jumbled, like your brain catches the sounds, but not the meaning. You might find yourself saying, "Could you repeat that?" more than you'd like. This frustrating change is often caused by age-related auditory processing slowdown. Your ears still pick up sound, but your brain needs more time to decode speech, especially in noisy places. It's not just hearing, it's comprehension, and it can be deeply isolating. So what can you do about it? Start by making one simple request. Can we turn this down or step into a quieter room? Give your brain what it needs: less background noise and more face-to-face conversation. You can also ask people to slow down slightly, or to face you when they speak. Watching lips and expressions helps your brain fill in the gaps. And if you're in a group setting, position yourself near the person you most want to hear, and away from sources of noise like speakers or kitchens. This isn't about embarrassment. It's about giving your mind the space it needs to reconnect. You're not losing your sharpness. Your brain just needs a cleaner signal. Number 4. Loud sounds feel too loud, almost painful. You're not imagining it. That dog barking, that ambulance siren, even the clatter of dishes, they feel jarring, almost like they pierce through you. This is called recruitment. It's a common but rarely talked about part of age-related hearing loss. Here's what's happening. As some of your inner ear hair cells weaken, your brain compensates by cranking up the volume. Fast. So, quiet sounds may feel muted, but loud ones? They explode. It's like your volume control is stuck between too soft and way too loud. But here's the good news. There's a solution. Start with environments you can control. Use soft, close cabinets. Turn down your phone's notification volume. Wear earplugs in noisy places like malls or restaurants. You can also look into modern hearing aids, not just for hearing loss, but for sound smoothing. Many newer models are designed to reduce harshness, balance sharp frequencies, and lower background chaos. Because it's not about hearing everything. It's about hearing comfortably again. Number 5. Background noise is suddenly exhausting. Ever feel drained after visiting a busy cafe or attending a family gathering? Like your brain ran a marathon, just trying to keep up with the conversation. That's because aging affects not just your ears, but also your auditory processing. Your brain works harder to filter out unimportant noise, and as you get older, that filter weakens. So instead of easily tuning out the clinking dishes and humming fridge, your brain takes in everything. It's like trying to have a conversation while 5 radio stations are playing at once. And the mental fatigue, totally real. Here's how to cope. First, position yourself wisely. At restaurants, sit with your back to the wall and away from speakers. Face the person you're speaking with. Visual cues help your brain fill in the blanks. Second, try directional sound tools or apps designed to amplify voices while dampening ambient noise. Some newer hearing aids also offer background noise reduction, a game changer in crowded settings. And don't feel guilty for needing a quiet break. Your brain deserves it. Number 6. You struggle to locate where sounds are coming from. Have you ever heard someone call your name, but turned the wrong way trying to find them? That's not clumsiness. It's your directional hearing changing. As we age, tiny differences in how each ear picks up sound, the cues your brain uses to locate noise, become harder to detect. The result? You might hear a sound, but not know where it came from. This can be disorienting, especially in unfamiliar places, or worse, when you need to react quickly, like hearing a car approaching from behind. So, what can you do? Start by limiting noisy environments when possible. If you're walking near traffic or biking, avoid wearing both earbuds. Keep one ear free to stay alert. You can also practice localization at home. Ask someone to call out from different spots in a quiet room, and turn your head toward the voice. This kind of training can actually help sharpen your directional awareness again. And if you use hearing aids, ask your audiologist about spatial hearing features. Newer models are getting surprisingly good at simulating natural sound direction. Your ears may change, but your instincts can still stay sharp. Number 7. You feel exhausted after being in loud places. A lunch out with friends, a family gathering, even a quick grocery trip. What used to be fun now leaves you drained, not from the people, but from the noise. This is called listening fatigue, and it's one of the most overlooked effects of hearing changes as we age. When your brain has to work harder to filter sound, fill in gaps, and make sense of conversations, it burns a lot more mental energy. That exhaustion, it's not in your head, it's real. So what can help? First, plan your social time strategically. Choose quieter venues, sit with your back to the wall and away from kitchens or speakers. These simple tweaks can reduce background noise significantly. And give yourself permission to rest afterward. You're not antisocial. You're recovering from an invisible workout. If this happens often, it might be time to get your hearing tested. Hearing support devices today don't just make things louder. Many help with sound clarity and reduce background distractions. which means your brain doesn't have to work as hard. You don't have to choose between staying social and feeling good. With the right adjustments, you can have both. So, if you've been wondering why noise seems to bother you more than it used to, you're not imagining it. You're not too sensitive. You're not losing it. Your hearing is simply changing, and your brain is working overtime to keep up. But here's the good news. You can support your hearing health at any age. From adjusting your environment and lifestyle, to checking your medications, to seeking professional hearing help if needed, small changes can bring big relief. You deserve to hear clearly, to feel calm in noisy places, to enjoy conversations without stress. So, if any of these 7 signs felt familiar, take one small action today. Talk to your doctor, rest your ears more often, or even just give yourself grace when things sound overwhelming. Hearing well isn't just about your ears, it's about your quality of life, and you deserve to protect it. If this video helped you feel seen, tap the like button, share it with someone who might need it, and don't forget to subscribe for more warm, science-backed senior wisdom. Take care of yourself, and take care of your hearing.